I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a massive clean with me video for you, but we're doing cleaning, we're doing decluttering, we're doing tidying. The whole house is pretty much a total tip. As you may know, we're doing a full home renovation project, so we will be moving quite soon. And obviously before we do that move, we need to sort out what we're taking, but also we've needed to take quite a lot of the kallax units from our existing house over to our new house to build the insides of the wardrobes. There is a whole home renovation series which I shall link below if you want more information about that. But long story short, it has left a massive mess in our existing house, hasn't it? Big mess. So that is what we're doing today. I hope it brings you lots of cleaning motivation. Now, before we get started, if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we post Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. Thanks, girls. Should we get on with some cleaning and tidying?
Yeah!
Let's take a look at exactly what we're dealing with. As you can see, a lot of stuff has been pulled out from the kallax shelves, and you may be wondering why I've got maternity towels. No, I've not been hoarding those since I had my baby 3 years ago. They are for making potty liners for my travel potty. Go and check out the potty training on the go video if you're interested in that. So the kallax, that's the thing that's just flashed up on the screen now. Shelves were removed from that wall, so that wall needs filling, but it does mean that several kallax have gone to the new house, and all of these boxes are now all over my house, making a right mess. Now, if you have followed me on Instagram or you have seen my laundry hacks and routine video, then you will know that I'm not a kind of a laundry day kind of girl. I don't do laundry once a week. I believe that doing a little bit every day is the way to go. And I always feel like if I put laundry on first before I start whatever I'm doing, then the laundry is happening and it is working while I am working. And even if I'm just not going to do anything, which is rare if I'm honest, but even if I was just to sort of be doing something else or going out or resting, then I would put laundry on first because the machine is working even if I'm not, which is fab. So I'm just using a little bit of method. I love the method stuff, as you know if you've watched my other videos, because it smells so amazing. I've split the washing into wet washing that needs drying in the dryer, and I'm about to put it in the dryer now. Don't forget to empty the fluff filter, by the way, people. So the stuff for the dryer is there, and then the stuff that needs to be dried in the airing cupboard is heading upstairs. And now I am taking the dry washing out of the dryer and I am sorting it into the relevant people's boxes. We've got one box each, and the dry washing goes in there and it goes upstairs when it's full, and everyone puts away their own washing. Now we're going to tackle the under the stairs. This is kind of my Monica cupboard, if I'm honest. It's the, oh, I don't know where to put it. It's ending up under the stairs. So that's a load of clothes that the children have grown out of that need to go to the recycling thing. There's one of those recycling, like a bin thing in the school, so that helps raise money for the school. That's a load of artwork, which is going to be stored up the attic, I guess, in the new house. I've also just got rid of, oh look, there are the maternity towels. I've just got rid of the suitcase from under the stairs. Now that's because we don't have like an attic as such in this house, because our attic, our top floor is, you know, it's rooms, so that's a bit awkward. So there's pros and cons. It's nice to have the space. There's an air conditioning unit which has been stuffed under there. I'd forgotten that was there even through the hot weather last year. We still didn't use it, which is madness. So now I'm going to vacuum under here. I do not think you can appreciate just how dirty it is under here. It's just like pure filth. It's just so disgusting because I cannot remember, full disclosure, the last time I pulled all this stuff out. I mean, it's minging. It really, really is. There's like mounds of dust and pukeness. So anyway, this needs a really, really good clean. I'm using the little hose thing on the Dyson. I have got a handheld Dyson as well, and it's fab for like little quick jobs, but the sort of the plug in the wall one really does it when you really need the power. And I really feel like I need the power today, so I've gone around the edges with a little hose thing. I don't know what's the official name for the hose thing attachment. And now I'm using my Vileda 1-2 spray mop, which is fab and is amazing, and I fill with either Zoflora or diluted Zoflora or Method floor cleaner. So I've hoovered, it's not hoovered, it's a Dyson, isn't it? That's the hoovering is a term. There you go, there's my little handheld Dyson. That's great for a little quick job. And now I'm using the Method, a bit more Method. This is the limited edition one. It's supposed to smell like soothing rainstorm or something. It smells okay, I'm just not in love with it like I am in love with, what the smells I'm in love with? I'm in love with pink grapefruit, and I'm also in love with wild rhubarb antibac. Absolutely in love with those smells. Wild rainstorm, it's not offensive, it doesn't smell chemically or anything, but I'm just not in love with it. It's okay, I'll just take it or leave it. So anyway, that's my little desk, which I've kind of put back, and oh, good grief, look at the state on the rest of the house. This hall is just awful. Now, if you look at our house tour, it doesn't normally look like this. You can see that, before we started all this, it was sort of reasonably tidy. But as you'll know, if you have seen our renovation series, we have bought a new house, which is a proper fixer-upper. So this house was quite shiny and done. And now I'm having a massive declutter because we will be moving in the not so distant future. You will see if you just look into the room that is our lounge, you can see my pram is actually inside the house. That normally lives in the boot of the car, because I've been sort of carrying boxes of things over to the new house, things to put up the attic, things to put out the way, because I've had to declutter all of this stuff. So the latest update that I filmed just before filming this video was our 14 weeks into renovations. Please do go and check out that video after you've seen this one, so you can see where we will be moving and all of the stuff that's happened over there. So much has changed, honestly, in the 14 weeks since I first went in and went, what have we done, to now. My husband's really worked hard on it. But this is why all this decluttering is happening. And I must say, it is giving me like a new focus for decluttering. Normally when I declutter, I'm quite ruthless, but really I'm having this mindset of not just I wanted to declutter and do I want this stuff in my life, but actually, do I want this in my lovely new home? It's really making me be much more kind of thorough. Now, over here in this corner, I did have another 2x2 kallax, so sort of 4 boxes, and it was our school bag station. So you can see the school bags just under that table instead. So the school bags were neatly away there. I'm just giving the walls and the skirting board a bit of a wipe, because this was behind a unit, and really it's quite grim. This has not been cleaned for a while, obviously, because there was a unit there and it didn't get moved. But now I'm at this kind of limbo stage where some of my really sort of essential organisation items, like this kallax unit for the school bags, have moved over to the new house. So I'm having to come up with sensible storage solutions while my storage solutions have moved, if you follow me. So it's not very easy, because I still want to keep this place nice and tidy. I don't want it to feel like a bomb site. I want it to feel, homely where we are, but equally I still want to prepare to move. So it's a tricky one. Anyway, these boxes I've bought recently from Amazon. They are called Really Useful Boxes, or something like along those lines. I'll link them below. They're really good. I'm really impressed with them. They seem really sturdy. They've got nice clippy handles. They stack nicely. We don't actually have a DVD player plugged in. I think we might have them in one room of our house, but we don't use a DVD player. But still, we do occasionally use DVDs if we're going like away self-catering or something and they have a DVD player. But other than that, we tend to stream things at home. We use the Apple TV a lot. So let me know, do you use DVDs in your house, or are you on streaming now? But we have a lot of DVDs. So I said to my husband, what do we do? Do we donate these? And he's like, well, the thing is, when we go away and things at self-catering, it's probably worth hanging on to them. So we are going to store them in this box in the attic and then pull them down. So if we're going self-catering, they can choose a few DVDs. I mean, if I'm honest, we probably could sift through them, but I don't know. He kind of went, oh, just keep them. So this is one of the things that is staying. One of the things that is staying, some of the things that are staying. Yikes, what is going on with my grammar? Anyway, I am just organising all these DVDs. We have got a lot of them, and they are just being put in a nice box. Perhaps I will readdress this situation. I've got 2 full boxes of those, but I don't know. Anyway, for now, they're heading up the attic, along with, so that's a pile of stuff by the front door, stuff that is going to going over the new house. Now, these are 2 of the boxes. They're called droner boxes, which are these little cloth boxes, and they go into the kallax units. And the kallax units are these sort of shelf units, the square ones. Now, what I'm going to do, now I've emptied under my stairs, because under my stairs has been absolutely wedged full for what seems like years, I'm going to put the boxes that were in the kallax by the front door, and I'm going to give the children, so they've still got a box each of their things by the front door. Well, they'll be in the hall at least. I'm going to put it under the stairs instead. So at least they've still got somewhere to hide their things. Somewhere that the school bags are by the sort of near to the front door. Because I find if the school bags go upstairs and it's time to go, it's like, but my school bag's upstairs. And you just end up running up and down. So you need to have somewhere neat and tidy, near-ish to the front door, that you can keep things ready to go and put things ready. So those are chairs that I guess they need to go over to the new house. I don't know whether they just need to be thrown. I think perhaps we'll be taking them over to the new house and sit on them for a bit until we organise a sofa. But really, they've been wedged onto my stairs for a couple of years. That means we don't really need them. By the way, if you look closely at my jeans, you can see there is a hole coming in my left knee. So I'm wearing my scruffy jeans today because I am cleaning, but it's always my left knee that goes first. And I know it's because I'm crawling around on the floor all the time with the children and cleaning and stuff, but it's always my left knee first. Do you find, as a mum, the knee goes in your jeans? Do let me know in the comments, because mine always does. These jeans have been pretty good. They've been pretty hard wearing, but eventually it always happens. And it's always my left knee. Must be the one that hits the floor first, or I crawl on more or something. Perhaps I'm left need, I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing next? Because this place still looks like a bomb site. I must say, you know, when I get to this stage of decluttering, I always feel like, why, oh why did I start this? And I sort of find the only method that I can really see it through with decluttering is doing what I've done here and just tipping it all out. I feel like if I just think, well, I'll just do this little box, and I just do one little box and the rest of the house still looks nice, I will give up. Whereas if I do what I've done here, and if you saw at the start of the video, the haul was a tip and you could barely see the floor, I know there's only one way out of it. It just makes me do it. And I always get to this stage and I always think, ugh, I just don't want to. But it's worth it, and I push through. And so I hate decluttering, but I love it when it's done. I just love it. So I'm now just vacuuming the rug. I do feel like if I vacuumed the entrance to our house, even if the rest of the place isn't immaculate, if the entrance is looking sort of okay and reasonably shiny, I feel like it creates the good first impression. So anyway, I don't know if that's everybody or just me. I'm now just putting some bits and pieces away. As you'll see. Now, if you can see the door that enters our bedroom just behind my head, between that door and the wardrobe was another kallax unit. It was 4 boxes high and just 1 wide. So all these boxes have come out of it. So that box has gone, that kallax has gone over to the new house, and all these boxes that come out of it need sorting. So I'm just sorting what was in there and where it needs to go. And basically it's just going to sort of head over to the new house. Now, these things that I'm sorting are Zara's nappies. Now, she's out of nappies in the day and has been for some time, but she does still wear them at night. I've also kept a handful of daytime nappies, because if we're doing a long car journey, I will put one over her knickers in case she falls asleep in the car. But other than that, it's literally just nighttime ones. And I've still got quite a lot, because if we go away on holiday or something, then I don't have to wash them every single day. And the reason I'm sorting them into this box, which will now live in the children's bathroom, is because they were living in a kallax on the landing, which has gone to the new house. Now to sort out all this paperwork, which has been gathered from various places. Some of it was in my desk under the stairs, some of it was under my bed, believe it or not, some of it was in my actual office, and this is a really, really boring job. So as you can see, I've got a remote control in my hand because I am going to watch Netflix. Zara is sleeping. I'm filming this on the weekend, so she is exhausted from being in half-day school all week. Really, she's not ready to drop her nap, and I'm pretty exhausted because I've been running around like an idiot all day. So some sitting down and watching Netflix while doing this incredibly boring job is essential. So my preferred method of kind of filing, I just use these like popper envelope folders, and then I file things together, and then I put like a little sticker, just like a label sticker on to see what it should be, and then I just find that's a really simple way to file things, and then I will be putting them all together in my new office in the new house, and it's everything from like bank statements to swimming certificates to sort of programs from the children's school plays, everything, all this stuff that's been gathered. But this is really boring, so I'm not going to make you watch any more of this. But this, I finished it. That's for shredding. This is how I file things. I just put those stickers on there, and then all those are just going to go in the box in the kallax. This is for my husband, and then these are kind of got one of these boxes each. These are like box file thingies, and they are just for the children's kind of current stuff. So Dylan's got one, William's got one, so he'd like have karate certificates in his, and swimming certificates, and school reports and everything. So just one each for each of the children. So let's take a look over here on the landing. This used to be a 4-box IKEA thing, and now I've just flattened all the boxes that have come out of them, and now where the kallax was, that's where the boxes are, and they're ready to go over to the new house filled full of things. So then this is my next carload of stuff. These are some dollies for Bella's room because they came out of the kallax that we've put in her room, in her new room, and then all this stuff is for our wardrobe in our new room, so that will all be going in there. And then this stuff, most of that's for the attic, other than in there. That's the printer, which will be going in my new office when it is assembled. And then these are the boxes. I definitely need to buy some more of those. I only actually bought 6. I've intended to have one each as a keepsake box for us, and I've used them for DVDs and all sorts of other things. But I will link those below because I am really pleased with them, and I will be using a lot of those.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video,
please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when we post more videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Thank you, girls. If you want to watch my latest video, it's just over here. And if you want to watch more speed cleaning, decluttering, that kind of stuff, it's just down here. So bye, girlies.
Bye!